Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we approve items 1 through 7.
I'll second.
Run 1 through 8. 1 through 8.
My apologies, items 1 through 8.
With the addendum.
Hey, welcome.
Sorry, it's a Judge Yarborough's courtroom.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so 1 through
What are
8
you
with
doing
the,
here?
1 through 8
I
with
just
the
left.
addendum, I'll second that.
I thought you just started.
No.
If we could call for a vote at this time?
Ford,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb.
Consent agenda.
Yes.
Well, you just walk out, try to let him sit down.
Okay, do we have any remarks or inquiries from the audience pertaining to any item on the agenda? Does not look like so. Moving on to item number 9, the financial report.
Okay. We have our August board packet, and go over the financial summary. The average daily census for August was 13.52. That's up 5 days from July and 4 days from the year-to-date monthly average. Acute payer mix for August was 50% for Medicare and Medicare managed care, with the prior month being 93%. Swing bed payer mix for August was 77% for Medicare and 23% for Medicare managed care. Year-to-date for Medicare is 76% and Medicare managed care is 24%. The operating margin is $41,000, which is up $75,000 from July. The year-to-date operating margin is a loss of $74,000. Net patient revenue was $1.61 million for the month. That's an increase of $175,000 from last month and an increase of $165,000 from the year-to-date monthly average. 340B revenue was $14,000 for August. Expenses were $10,000. Operating expenses were at $1.48 million for August. This is up $1,000 from the prior month and $106,000 from the year-to-date monthly average. Patient days for August were at 419, which is awesome. This is up 147 days from August. Cash receipts for the month were at $1.27 million, a decrease of $171,000 from the year-to-date monthly average. Cash disbursements for the month are $2.37 million. We completely paid off the Cohesive Healthcare Resources balance this month, which is awesome. Cash balance at August month end was $1.19 million. That's giving us 23 days of cash on hand.
Wow.
For the clinic, the average visits were 9.91. Year-to-date revenue for the clinic was $368,000. Operating expenses, $701,000, with a year-to-date net loss of $333,000. Question for me?
Do we have any financials yet on Strong Minds?
No, billing has not went out yet.
Perfect.
It will go out it should start going out at the end of this month.
What do we think, what do we guesstimate our average expenses to be with Strong Minds?
Dennis, do we have that broken down yet with Brittany's?
I don't, and Dennis might need to talk a little bit more about the contractual side of the
Of Strong Minds?
revenue for Strong Minds, yes.
Yeah, the short version, Carson, is once we have departmental income statements for all of our departments, and as soon as those are recorded, the department statements have gross revenue. So what we have to do is go back and actually calculate the net revenue. And Strong Mind, and then we have to look at, for Strong Minds, we have to look at the overall impact on the hospital. So what we'll do is present you something that shows the reimbursement impact, not just for that department, but for the overall hospital. And because it's so heavily weighted in Medicare, what will end up happening in most instances, and what we realize, is that the net revenue impact for the overall hospital will be greater than the operating expenses for the specific to that department. So we actually have to create a department financial statement for you outside of what's just recorded from the general ledger on that. So we'll have something that we'll present that, and again, I'll explain this while you're physically looking at something right in front of you.
Cool. Any other questions?
What about the attendance?
Still at 1. Still at 1 for the month, every week from so far, the past 5 weeks. Haven't seen an increase. We've had a couple referrals come through, but nothing solid that's started to come in yet.
What, just what do we think the reason that is, or what's behind that?
Again, we had several lined up at the nursing home, and the nursing home said no, that they're gonna use their own psychiatric people instead of ours. So we had 4 or 5 lined up there, and of course, that nursing home owns every nursing home within 60 miles of Megan. So that's for, they've done some marketing up at Elk City and at Sayre, trying to get some people, and since we can go within 60 miles with our van, to try to get some pulled from there, and they haven't been successful yet. They've been seeing people, but just not successful pulling anybody up.
Colonial Manor 2 out of Hollis
Out of Hollis.
is not, and it is within that 60 miles would be.
I think they went to Colonial Manor, I'll have to find out.
Well,
Did we know that going into that, with that relationship, we weren't gonna be able to use that relationship with the nursing home?
No, that nursing home was letting us in until the month before we got our van and started. Don't know what happened.
Because they had something similar set up whenever we first started here, and then whatever, that dissolved for whatever reason, so we figured that would, hey, here's our end, and then. that-
And they were even entertaining our nurse practitioner at the nursing home, letting her come in, visit with residents, and then the month before we started said, oh, we're not gonna send y'all any patients, because we're gonna utilize our own. Don't know what happened with that situation.
So-
Is that worth some conversations that we can have with them?
We've had several.
And
I'm
it's
sure
just
they
not going
just
anywhere?
figured out that they could reboot it themselves and keep the money in-house.
And it probably
We've
sparked
taken it
the
up to
discussion.
their corporate people, even. Like we've talked to their nurse practitioners and providers.
Because they have so many facilities now that I'm sure that that's in part what happened, that they discovered they could keep it in-house and just reboot it and keep that money there.
You know, but I think this would be a great opportunity for us to come up with some very simple Facebook posts and then a couple of great talking points for you guys maybe to go and visit the radio station. And then we can also maybe work on an article to get the newspaper, hey, new program has launched for senior cares at Mangum Regional Medical Center
Talking
and
with the
approach.
newspaper.
Yep, and then talk about like the highlights of that and maybe get a really nice piece with a lot of language in it.
And I would almost even say maybe
2 pages.
halftime of football, see if Barnes would visit with you and
Yeah,
do a 3-minute little,
little excerpt. here.
yeah, or just
Okay.
having a conversation with
Yeah.
somebody at one of the football games at halftime.
Okay.
Because this is a very new, exciting program
It is, and it
Launching
can be very beneficial for.
to this
elders.
community. And there is a lot of elderly in the community without anything to do. And so I think we have something really here that we should really.
If they're not at the football game, they're listening.
They're-
And
Yeah.
highlight that there's no copay.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not gonna have to pay anything for it.
And all they get is, you know, all the benefits that they
Right.
get are amazing. So, and that could really help our community,
Okay.
give some people a break. But I think like a couple just really, I mean, I think even with that, and I could help you guys with the Facebook marketing thing. And launch a couple great pictures of that, and then run some ads on Facebook to make sure every single person in town sees it for very little money.
Okay. We can definitely do that, absolutely.
I do think getting the word out there, but also I think once we get a few people involved
Yes.
in the program, that word of mouth will really travel,
Mhm.
especially if they're seeing benefit in it.
Absolutely.
And maybe even just like a letter, I know it seems like ridiculous, but a letter or even approaching the Mangum and Jackson County Ministerial Alliance to get letters letting them know about the program to help the elderly in their
Yeah.
churches.
I didn't think about that.
That's actually a really good idea.
That's a really good idea. Absolutely, we can do that.
Especially
maybe-
like if they
I
know
know
the
they
people
go to the
there.
seniors,
Yeah.
they go to our senior center about once or twice a month to visit with them to see if anybody's interested. They do go out and do that, just,
And
And I'll-
then some of the food pantries around the area too, including Altus, to let them know And hey, this is a really new, exciting program for the elderly that we have here.
And they talked to all of the home healths in the area.
Yeah.
Oak City, ours, and Altus, to let them know that we have this program for them, and that we come pick the patient up.
And then to Meals on Wheels.
Do we have flyers or anything that
They
we?
do, yep, that happens, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Meals on Wheels would be a great one to get flyers to get to the elderly.
yeah.
Okay.
I really like the Ministerial Alliance thing.
I do too, I didn't think about that.
And even, I just say this, even, I mean, I don't, maybe getting somebody to speak at the church,
Yeah.
to be able to speak to each of the, we used to do that for foster care, and it was some of our best recruitment efforts is when we went into the church on a Sunday, and were able to communicate that to folks, and the word got out, not just amongst those people, but it was a part of the conversation at lunch.
Okay.
And then two, expanding on that, if you'll call, even like find out who's running Lions clubs, Rotary clubs, all those little things
I think
in
the
Jackson
Lions Club here
County
didn't
too.
make it. I think they dissolved.
Yeah.
But, you know, Altus has huge clubs and they're always looking for speakers, and this would be a very interesting topic for that as well.
Because I do know the Lions Club people.
Yeah.
At Altus, so.
I think there's a lot of avenues in Altus that we could exploit or, you know, really get that word out. There's also the Assisted Living Center next to, I can't think of what it is, on Tamarack.
Next to Home Health Products, we visit them.
Yeah.
Yep, we do visit them.
Do you guys have a member on like JChat and whatever the Greer County Health Coalition is?
Yes. And then we go to PAWS also. We
Okay,
do PAWS.
PAWS.
Yep.
Do you do JChat?
We don't do JChat, but we do PAWS.
That might, I mean, it may be worth our while
Okay.
to send somebody to JChat once a month.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
I think it's the second Thursday at noon.
Second Thursday, yeah. Absolutely. We gotta get it growing, that's for sure. It's a great program. One person that goes happens to be my grandma, and she enjoys it. I mean, you gotta understand, this lady doesn't wake up till noon every day, but she's up at 10 o'clock every Wednesday to be ready to go. So she's enjoying it so far.
Well, I just think it's a great avenue to really help people. So I think we should really highlight that to as many people as we can.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll work on some things and
Yeah.
hopefully have some results for you all by next month.
Well, I'd even say if you need, I mean, if there's something that I can do to be helpful in any of those avenues. I don't know enough about the program to go, I go to JChat, but I don't know enough about the
Absolutely.
program to sell it, but I'd be more than happy to bring it up.
Yeah.
And then like connect it to Barnes so that do, you know, 3-minute whatever at halftime.
Yeah. We could do that, absolutely. The game, and I like the JChat and the Ministerial Alliance.
The Ministerial Alliance is actually probably one of the best ideas. I think you'll get a lot of
I agree.
benefit from that.
yeah, I just, there's definitely a need here. I really think there's a huge,
There's a
huge
huge
need.
need everywhere, really.
Yeah,
I mean, there really is. I mean, it's proven that we're only getting older, so.
we are. and-
Not all
and-
of us. I feel like I get younger each day.
I like that.
Man, I need some of those meds.
He's probably getting them from the people that run Strong Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. There you go. That's a great talking point. Feel younger. Come to Strong Minds. We'll get you a whole bunch of people.
I'm saying they're definitely psychotropic.
Okay.
Ready for number 10?
Yeah, definitely. We can move on to item number 10, please. Discussion possible action to approve the termination of the vehicle lease agreement between Mangum Regional Medical Center and Cohesive MedRide LLC.
This is returning the van that we have leased, so. Since we got our van, our big van that's out there, that we can see after the meeting, y'all are more than welcome to come look at it and take a peek at what we've gotten from between ODOT and the facility. It's really nice, it's got our emblems on it, multiple numbers. We've used it to take patients home. We've used it to take patients to doctor's appointments already and to pick patients up from their home to bring them to our facility. You know, because that's part of the ODOT grant. It's not just a Strong Minds van, but it's also part of the ODOT grant to transport patients to and from for their medical care. So it's done a lot for the community already.
So is it doing clinic as well?
Mhm. Yep, sure does.
And I mean, that's another great Facebook post,
Yep.
like, just a picture then, did you know we offer free transportation?
Nick and I have talked about that. We've got to get with chief for the legality of, we don't want people calling it thinking it's
A
an
taxi.
ambulance or a taxi, so that wording, that's why we haven't put that out there yet.
Right.
Yeah, I just think
They've
it's,
got to have an appointment with
Gotta
the
have an
facility of
appointment
some
with the
sort.
clinic, the hospital. We
Yeah.
just want the wording to be.
We're not stopping at the Loop and United.
Correct. We just want the
What
wording
about
to be
Sonic?
appropriate so
No.
people understand
Sure,
what it's for.
sure,
There's no
That's the
filters.
only reason you haven't seen that post.
Gotta
but I,
get your own burger.
I honestly think though, that makes, if you're gonna compare a clinic to another clinic, that's a huge advantage
Mhm.
that we now have. And also another huge advantage that our hospital has that I'm not aware of any other facility in the area offering. So,
So, yeah, we're utilizing it well. So again, this is returning the van, on item number 10.
I'd make the motion to approve the termination of vehicle lease
I'll
agreement.
second it.
if we could call for a vote at this time?
Ford,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to item number 11, discussion and possible action to approve progressive insurance quote for Strong Minds van.
So, rolling our current progressive insurance into this other one, I know the quote has both, but the summary breaks it down a little bit better. So we've already paid our initial amount of the $2,000 for the year. We approved that when we did the agreement with the van and Cohesive. So the only additional premium we're gonna owe is $781 due on 10/1 to Progressive Insurance. And that will also be canceling the 2019 Dodge Caravan insurance that day. So our total yearly cost for our brand new van is $3,335 per year. Then that's with uninsured motorists included.
I'd make the motion to approve that insurance quote.
I'll second it.
If we could call for a vote?
Ford,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to item number 12, discussion and possible action requiring new building insurance for the hospital due to the cancellation of a previous policy.
You want me to talk about it? So, this, as y'all know, the hospital insurance, we had a roof, every roof in town got destroyed. Yes, we had already put our claim in with the insurance company. This, from what I'm understanding, this is Philadelphia canceling all city properties. So we're one of them. It was kind of informational, letting you know they are going out to get new quotes for new insurance provider carriers, so.
When does this expire?
1/11.
November?
11/1, sorry, 11/1. So a month and a half from now, the hospital will not have insurance unless the city,
And this is just on the building.
this is just the building and the assets inside the building that are owned by the city.
Okay.
Because all assets in the building are owned by the city.
I can't remember, I thought that was the case, but I can't remember, because don't we lease some of that stuff too?
Not currently.
I thought some of the bigger equipment, we did a lease on it.
We lease some of the, are you talking about lease through a company?
Yeah.
We lease, so we lease the med dispense, yes, but all the other like MRI or CT, X-ray equipment, all that's bought. Yeah, beds, everything is purchased. The Dell server,
Yeah, and I would imagine they all require proof of insurance for those leases.
so.
So that will come before us at some other point
Does it come before
I
us or
think
the
it'll come
city?
before
for the city, because it's
It'll come before
okay.
the city, and then we'll let y'all know.
Yeah, I was just sat there to let, I mean, they had deals with the hospital, so.
So it's just a FYI, I guess, the
FYI.
cities.
May
They
not,
didn't- they
may
didn't
not
give
be
much-
easy.
They didn't give much notification.
I was gonna say, it may not be an easy
No, they
test to
did not
get
give much
coverage
notification at all. I mean,
at any price.
so.
So is there really anything for us to discuss other than?
No, just a
It's
discussion.
being canceled and I guess the city's entertaining
They have to, yeah. New insurance
options?
carriers, yeah. But from what I understand, Philadelphia carried all their buildings.
Okey dokies.
Okay. No action needed on item number 12. Moving on to item number 13, discussion and possible action to enter into executive session to review the approval of med staff privileges, credentials, contracts for the following providers. pursuant to 25 OS 307B1.
I'd make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll second.
If we could call for a vote at this time?
Ford,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper.
Yes.
Webb.
Yes. Corey's coming to make sure.
Yeah, just make sure we stay on task here. I'll time y'all. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but. Okay. I didn't know if you. It was amazing.
You just have to hit the red square.
I'd like to make a motion that we come out of executive meeting.
I'll second that.
If we could call for a vote, please?
Ford,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb.
Yes.
It's back on.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the two contracts.
I will second that.
We could call for a vote at this time, please?
Ford,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb.
Yes.
Okay. Item number 15, we don't have anything to go over, so no action taken. And then, does anybody have any staff or board remarks?
Nope.
Any new business that could not have been possibly foreseen since the agenda has been posted? Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Ford,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys.
Now you can go back to the courthouse and finish. Ronnie, now you can go back and finish.
No, I'm not.
Are we paused?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, we're not.
No, we're not, we're still live.
Go ahead and press the stop.